The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. And this one brought in by Gathers. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
All right, here we go.
Now back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
They'll set up to throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, an opening drive sack. So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3". Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Holmes. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Second down following the incompletion.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
They'll set up a throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Holmes. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
And his kick is indeed good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Back to throw here. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made. No grounding. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A gain of 6 there on first. Second down now after the pass completion. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 62 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So we played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. 3-0 is our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
They give him 12 yards and a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And now running right through it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And it'll bring up a second down.
Here we go. 3-19.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Partner, I know that play didn't work very well, but an old New York Giants quarterback taught me a lesson a long time ago. Sometimes running the draw actually takes courage and play calling. You're actually setting something up for later in the game, and just because it was unsuccessful then doesn't mean it won't be successful later. Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
A gain of 8 and a first down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
The The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play on 1st and 10. So every so often you insert that play just to make the defense think, even if it's not successful.
And that'll be incomplete.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Out of bounds across the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Still 1st down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, we'll send you to Orlando and Larry Ridley as he'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. But no touchdowns. These guys need to give Larry some touchdowns to talk about.
Things are too easy for him right now back in the studio. Come on, guys. Help the man out. Give him something to talk about.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
This one away by the punter, Dar. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So that one will be accepted.
Still first down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. To throw now on 1st down. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's Holmes. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Looking to throw. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And this one is right through. And that will make it 6-0. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Cowboys starting it up on their opening drive. Taylor's got to take down the QB here. This ends up as a loss of 9. Now 1st and 10. Defense is going to come away with the sack. This will go for a loss of 7. Continuing on the drive, the quick pass, it's complete, and he ends up at the 19-yard line before he stopped on the play. Eagles, now they have it up to 45. Austin's got to get to the quarterback here. This ends up as a loss of 9. That'll do it from here in Orlando. Let's get you back out to Dallas as we hand things over to Brandon Guy.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holmes. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Eagles on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Now let's go. Blue landed.
He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call tippy toes if that one was completed.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Let's go.
And he's got some space here. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holmes. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
They'll set up the throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. And his kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second down following the run.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off. Didn't have to knock anyone to the side. Didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
They'll look to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Cowboys on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Now let's go. Green, 35.
They'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here's Matt Darr now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. .35 yards that time on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
He'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll look to throw. Airing one out deep for home. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A gain of 39 that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landed.
Back to throw again. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now the offense will look to respond after the sack.
Let's go. Blue, land it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
And his kick is good. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. So we've got a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Uses the spin, and now running right through it. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they've wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
In the red zone this time.
All right, here we go. 3.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go. Now, check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
All right, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And that one ups the lead to 22-0. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Let's go. Green 39.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
It's hauled in by Hardy. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired. In hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah. And
once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
Here we go now.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far, but it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick-6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, "What do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out?" He said, "Oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two."
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action.
Here we go now.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for Philadelphia, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.